children. It's Pastor Matthew here for our children's praise lesson. We're officially doing it today. We're starting our series through the 10 commandments, all 10 of them. You learned about them. Do you remember your fingers? You have 10 fingers. You learned about all 10 commandments. Now we're going to take our time and look at all 10 because this is God's moral law that he put on our heart. So we're going to learn about this with the first commandment, which is question 45 of the Catechism. Says this: what is the first commandment? What's God's first commandment for us? The first commandment is, you shall have no other gods before me. You shall have no other gods before me. That is, first commandment's easy to remember, right? God is number one. Can you put your finger up and say, God is number one? He's the first foundation for our lives. So here's a Bible verse for you. I want you to hear this from Deuteronomy 6, verse 4 says, hear, pinch your ears. Can you hear me now? Are you paying attention? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. Right? That means he's really number one. All your heart, soul, mind, and strength. No other God before the one true God. That's how we know we're obeying the first commandment, that we love God first with everything we have. So let me show you what that looks like. I want you to see this image I have down here. Have you ever played with these toys before? This is actually in the nursery. And it only looks good or it works well if you get the order right. Look, what's the first, which ring do you think is the first one I put on? Was this the first ring or the last ring? Well, yeah, we know this would have been the first ring because it's at the bottom. So I would have put the purple ring on first, and that would have been number one. And it says God is number one. He's the big ring that holds all the other rings of our life together. Now, isn't it silly? You have your family, right? Other people. So you're supposed to love God, love your family, love other people. There's other things we really need in this life, like food and clothing. And obviously we need money. That makes our life a lot better. And then even with some money, we're able to get toys and fancy things that we really like. But wouldn't it be silly? I'm going to show you. Wouldn't it be silly if I took it out like this and we redid our life? What if we put toys on the bottom? Can you build your life on toys? Well, I don't know about you, but I get tired with toys after a few weeks. And maybe we loved people a little bit. And then maybe we liked having pizza every once in a while. We took care of our food. And, well, you know, you really can't love your family that way or love God the right way if you really, or all you care about is your toys, or all you care about is your food, or all you care about is your money, right? That's not the right order. That's upside down, you see. That's all broken. So the reason we have the first commandment is because we're supposed to remember that our life is like a big pyramid of rings, and we have lots of different parts of our life. And God is the biggest. He needs to be number one. So you put God first, and then the greatest commandment after loving God is we're supposed to love people. But there's a certain special type of people called our family that the Bible says we really, really have to love them, because we can't love everybody. There's too many people in the world. But we really have to love the people that are closest to us, because those are the ones we see every day. So you have to love your family, and then you have to love all the other people. Do you know why? Do you remember? Because they're made in God's image. That's why people are special, because they have God's image in their heart. So we're supposed to love people a lot. Those are the three big ones. Love God and love people. If you can do that with your life, you have a good foundation. And then you want to do some other things, like you're going to need to eat and take care of yourself. So that's a big deal. You want to have a lot of love for that. And money isn't bad. It just can't be number one. You have to make money so you can serve people with money and take care of yourself. And even with a little extra, at the very top, you get to have fun and make toys and do all sorts of cool things. But only after you've done all these other things. See? So have fun, but see, even one toy like this can teach us we're not supposed to love our toys. We're supposed to love God. He's number one. And so that's the first commandment, and we'll keep learning about it in the weeks ahead.